Sup, you Eurovision fools. Sean and Matt, ESC United, your favorite Eurovision channel. The host nation, I know there's always a lot of anticipation. They rehearsed today for the second time, but that was the first time we got to actually see Mahmood and Blanco perform Brividi on the stage here in Turin. This is actually Blanco's first time rehearsing because he wasn't around for the rehearsal a couple of days ago. He had prior commitments, but now he took the stage. And I think with Italy, it was a very beautiful thing almost to witness in terms of like progression, because the first run through, they have three throughout the day, was a little, there were little bits and pieces, okay, more fixing needed. And by the time the third one came through, it's like, okay, they're good to go. And it was just beautiful to kind of see that. That's what I love about these rehearsals, how to see how they grow and make changes. Beautifully, beautifully done. So the staging, Mahmood wears black, Blanco wears white, and it's a nice contrast. The staging, same concept, very black with white spotlights and lights, really showing this off. And they are singing to each other for the most part. At some point, Blanco sits down on the piano, which, by the way, there is like a contemporary looking piano with the piano player on there. Not much focus on that one. It's just like you see it in the back every pop up in once in a while, but not very like a focus on it at all. It's really just a very intimate performance between those two singers who sing to each other, and it's very nicely done. There's a little bit walking back and forth, but there's not a whole lot of insane like choreography or thing going on that they walk on a different stage. So it's really just them center stage for the most part, singing their song and really making it a beautiful, beautiful piece. The only thing I don't personally like, but some people may disagree, is during the bridge part when the song picks up a little. They have these very flashy lights going crazy, kind of like what we mentioned in the Think Czech Republic rehearsal video, which goes really busy, and on top of that, the backdrop flashes black and white as well a lot. And I find it a little bit too busy for a song like that. I understand it picks up energy, but I personally would scale it back a little because it seems a little bit too hectic. That would be the only thing I would criticize here. But other than that, I thought it was, especially the third run through, which probably would be used if there was a backup performance needed, was already pretty spot on, because Blanco had some vocal moments in the beginning, but that is fine and it's fair because he just came on stage, and I think he had the earpiece issue as well on top of it. So all I care about is the third run through, and that one was really nice, and I'm very happy with what I saw. How about you, Sean?
I think I can echo a fair few of the sentiments that you've got there. It did improve from the first run through to the third that we saw. I thought they were a little bit shaky vocally on the first run through, but obviously he had just come into it. It was Blanco's very first rehearsal, so I can understand that. And I think he was pointing to his ear a lot. So I think there was monitor issues there. There are some kind of issues I have with this performance that I do just have to sort of get out of the way first. Like it felt a little bit, particularly in the first run throughs, that there wasn't really too much of like a choreography going on between Mahmood and Blanco. They just kind of seemed to wander around the stage and, just perform the song towards each other. There was elements of it feeling a little bit like not empty, but the stage looks very big in this performance on camera to me. I'm not sure if that's the vibe that they were going for, but for some people it'll work, for some it won't. But I think that they really massively improved over the 20 minutes or so that they had on stage. Blanco got sharper with his vocals. The two of them worked really well together. The connection was there. I think a lot of what I've just said, it could have just been down to either nerves or feeling their way into the stage, because obviously this is Blanco's first rehearsal, as we keep saying. I disagree with you on the lights, the flashing lights in the sort of bridge part. I think it adds something, like a bit of a, more of a dynamic to it. If you had a performance that was just white light all the way through, I don't think that would be quite as engaging to the general audience. But the final part where the lighting rig comes down and the lights fan out across the stage and you can see the wide shot, I think that works beautifully. It looks really smart, and that's a really effective ending to the song. And I mean, there's the fact that these guys are the host entry, so when they perform, it's going to be a raucous atmosphere in there regardless. So I think it's going to be a real special moment. Probably going to be lights in the audience as well. So, it was a tale of improvement for Italy today. They started off a little bit shaky for me, but they did really well as it went on. By the time they'd finished, it was a lot more improvement. So yeah, quite happy with that.
In terms of what needs to get fixed for the dress rehearsals, clearly we disagree. I still think that, I'm not saying they need to get rid of the flashing light. I just thought it was too much. Take it down like 20-30% because it's just too busy for a ballad like that. I don't think that like Czech Republic kind of like flashy lights makes sense to me. But that is just a personal, and maybe, and it's a dark performance. And I do think maybe just getting a little bit more spotlight on the singers just to see their faces, because sometimes they drown a little out to make that the connection with them. Those are the two biggest things that I can think of to me. And just focus on your steps and make it right rather than just random where you walk and where you stand. So those are the things that I think are most important to me. How about you, Sean?
I think, like I said, they were getting better with the rehearsals going on. I'm not saying that they need to have like a dancing choreography, but it would just, if they had like more of movement around each other, that just made a little bit more sense. Because I think the camera didn't quite know what to do with them a little bit as well to start with. You know, just sort of keeping a bit more together and make it almost like more of an intimate performance, I think would work a lot better on camera. Other than that, I think they sort of ironed out a lot of the issues I had in the first run through as they went on. So they kind of already pinpointed what went wrong. Camera works good. Their vocals work really well together now that they've got the in-ears sorted. It's just about making it a bit more polished overall, and you know, like just making it a slick run through. That's all for me, really. Yeah.
Sounds like they are on the right track, is what we are saying here. Yeah. Go ahead and check the video out on YouTube, and then let us know in the comment section below. Did you like it? Are you feeling good about it, or nah? Looking forward to hearing your thoughts in the comment section, and I'll see you in the next video.